Hey guys, author Gabriella here, and today I'm kind of going to be doing a special type of video where I'm going to be kind of walking you through how I wrote Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements, or in French, Asphariens Gardiens des Éléments, which is my newest bilingual book series. Only the first volume is out right now, and it's available at any major bookstore. So this video is kind of going to be a little bit different. So if you've been following me on my Instagram and Facebook accounts, know that I've been talking a lot about Asphariens, and my goal in this video is basically to get you guys to want to know more about me, because I don't really post that much on YouTube. So I thought, you know what, why not try and switch things up a little. And along the way, I'm also going to be making references to one of my other newer books, which came out I think 2 years ago, Whispering Willows sur Chateau, which is a standalone bilingual book, which means it's in French and English, and it's basically a story about how this girl is trying to go on this journey to find her memories by looking for a magical tree called the Whispering Willow. And I'll also be making callbacks to the first ever books that I've ever written and what really started this author journey. So make sure you guys stay tuned till the end, and trust me, by the end of this video, hopefully, you'll also want to delve into these stories, because in order for us to make these incredible things happen, we're going to first have to start with more and more people knowing the story. So now let's move on to the writing process. Alright, so my writing process kind of differs from each book, but I'll be focusing on Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements. And basically for that writing process, I really first start by developing the characters, their personalities, who's going to be the main character in the story, and etc. And this also ties in with their character designs, where I'll be kind of making them look more like the type of character that they'd be. And then I also translate what I wrote in English into French so that we can get the two versions of the story. Now, like I said, since this translates with illustrations, I first start by kind of doing the design of the character on paper, and then I do like the digital art final design. For example, there are some of my drawings that you'll see that I did on digital art that are in the first volume of Asphariens, which is available now. And as you can see, here I am kind of setting up the scene and adding the mountains, and that's kind of how we really get into the characters' designs and sheets. So my inspiration for Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements was really at the time I was watching a lot of elemental shows, you know, probably some of the few popular ones like Winx Club, for example, or Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I really wanted to write a story about how these group of friends had to go on this journey and not just be facing against quote unquote evil, but that there is more to it, and that history is kind of the only way that can guide them through this journey, and that Raya is going to have to face a lot of struggles in finding these elemental crystals. And really the goal of Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements is just to create this magical world where you can kind of lose yourself in the disbelief and imagine yourself having elemental powers and wings and be able to soar through the skies. Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements is definitely the perfect story for anyone looking for fantasy action adventure. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's YouTube video and for listening to my process on how I wrote Asphariens, as well as kind of sprinkling moments with some of my other books. So like I said at the beginning of this video, it would mean so much to me if you guys could head down to a local bookstore, or basically any online bookstore like Indigo, Barnes & Noble, even Amazon, and order Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements. It's available in English and French. Or if Asphariens isn't your cup of tea, you can always get Whispering Willow or any of my other books, specifically the books that kind of started my author journey, A Link Between Two Worlds, which I say is books that are kind of more like plays, so the formatting isn't I guess more book-like as Asphariens. I wrote this when I was 11, keep in mind, so it's kind of geared towards a younger audience, but it's fine because I still enjoy these stories regardless. But if you're looking for a fast-paced young adult type of novel, Asphariens is definitely the way to go, or something with a bit more mystery, Whispering Willows sur Chateau. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and for following on my author journey so far. Now we finally reached the ultimate goal to end this video, where I'm going to try and convince all of you guys to hopefully get this copy of Asphariens, Guardians of the Elements. Like I said, it's available anywhere basically in two languages, French and English, and it would really mean the world to me if you guys could go and get it. That way we can reach even greater heights, and one day the ultimate dream of turning Asphariens into a movie, or I guess a series. And I don't mean live actions, because I know there are some good live actions, but right now live actions aren't exactly in a really good place. But I really wouldn't mind turning it into a live action either, like Netflix, if you're looking at this. But anyway, what I'm specifically talking about is anime, and if you don't know what anime is basically like a Japanese cartoon that has way more detail and I guess more interesting plot in my opinion. I love watching anime, and I've basically been watching it for like ever. So if Asphariens could be turned into one of the things that I really love the most, that would be incredible, and I think it would also fit the format because of the story lines, and the climactic parts would also make great arcs in my opinion. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. It was such a pleasure to be back here on YouTube, and I think I'll definitely do this more often. Until next time.